Hey guys, just want to let you know that there were audio issues once again with this. Actually, they weren't my fault. They were Sophia's fault. We record through Discord, so if this happens again next time, we're going to try to find something else. But once again, just wanted to give you that little warning. Enjoy. All right. Hey guys, welcome to the second
Hello.
episode of the Cornflake Game podcast. It's one of your hosts, Evangeline, and
Sophia, what's up?
hopefully this time we don't have audio issues because that was really
Yeah.
horrible to edit last time. But actually this episode we have our first ever guest. It is Angelina Jolie. I'm joking, of course. It's
Actually, it's Ryan Reynolds. I can't believe it.
I can't believe you're referring to me as a guy.
It's a
Wait.
compliment. We
Well,
have
the
our friend
voice-
Kristen.
yeah, the voice you just heard
Hi.
is Crystalline. She's joining us. She is actually kind of like our social media manager. So any posts that you see are probably from her. We collaborate, or it's not just like, but we also don't pay her. So
Yeah,
um
I'm the unpaid intern.
Yeah. You know
Sorry.
capitalism, how it
I
works.
get paid in life experience.
yeah.
You
So,
can use this for experience on job applications. It's fine.
yes,
Um
I'm actually gonna do that now.
I was an unofficial social media manager. Very small little indie. Cassie probably don't know them.
yeah.
But
yeah, she's great. She's our friend. So
I love how
I
she's
mean
lying. That's great.
We love her. We love her.
So Crystal, do you want to share any?
You share
Actually, no,
yourself.
that'd be for the end if you want to share
Oh.
your social medias, but not that
I'm
anyone's listening
okay.
to this.
I don't need to do any of that.
Okay. I kind of want to share a little story that I think we went over. By the way, we're all like friends outside of this. We didn't just like find Crystalline
No,
and
we
like a
actually
street
hate each
No,
corner.
other.
actually, you want to know the real
Mortal
story?
enemies.
They adopted me off of the street. Okay, like I was
found her
I
on
was
the
lo-
street.
I was
and
cold,
took her
lonely, and
in.
starving, and they literally adopted me into their podcast.
We promised,
Definitely.
free food, and she just came running.
Yes.
Yeah.
Speaking of
But
free food,
okay, no need to call me out.
Speaking of free food, this is the perfect transition
Evangeline,
into
I heard you have a little
Evangeline's
story you want to talk about.
Oh, that was actually a really nice transition. Okay.
I have the mind of a mastermind.
Okay. I don't know about that.
Jury's still out on that one.
Oh, shut up.
So last Friday, I ordered McDonald's because I was dog sitting for someone and I just wanted a filet of fish. That's what I wanted. You know what? It
That
tastes
sounds
good.
so disgusting.
Okay,
Fast
whatever.
Fish.
That's not really the
I thought
point
you
of
meant like a
this.
McChicken or
This
something.
isn't related to the story, but yeah.
I don't eat McDonald's. I'm just gonna preface that. So
Yeah, you have no grounds to criticize.
at
Okay.
least I had a McChicken before.
I
have
had
no
a
grounds to
McChicken.
Okay,
Okay, that isn't even the
let me
point of
just
this.
clarify, when you go to McDonald's, you order chicken from them, some form of chicken or like beef or something. When you go there to get fish, that's just disrespectful to the franchise.
How is it disrespectful to the franchise? I'm giving them money. There's nothing I can do to
whatever, just continue the
disrespect.
story.
Okay.
Touche.
Anyway, so I order McDonald's. While I'm trying to order McDonald's through DoorDash, I have the Chrome extension Honey, which brings us to our next sponsor.
Just kidding. We wish.
You
That
wish.
would have been such a smooth transition.
Honey, if you want to sponsor us, please sponsor us. We both use Honey.
Yeah. Well, actually, maybe they won't sponsor me after this,
I use
but
honey too.
so
Sponsor us.
prompted. Oh my gosh.
I'm manifesting on sponsorship. Okay, sorry. Continue.
Manifested. We're gonna
Honey
stop interrupting you now.
Oh my god.
We gotta stop talking. Continue.
So Honey prompted me. It just had a little prompt saying like, "Oh, you're eligible to get this gift card for your purchase," and that it would be automatically applied to the purchase. So when I like clicked the purchase, I didn't see like the discount or anything. I just thought it automatically, like, I didn't need to see it. It would just like whatever, which was kind of dumb on my part, but oh well. So anyways, I get my order, it's fine. I look at my bank statement later that night, and the transaction went through, and it was through Honey. So I was like, okay, it looked like it worked. Next day, on Saturday, I noticed on my bank statement, I don't think it's a bank statement, it's just whatever, my receipts. I have been charged once again by DoorDash for this same exact order. So I call them up and I'm like, hey, I've been charged twice. So everything gets fixed and I get refunded $27 or whatever back to my bank account. But then I go into DoorDash because I'm like, I'm hungry again, want to order something. I notice in my credits, it says like $27 or whatever. And so I wait like 24 hours because I'm like, well, maybe it's just waiting to refund me or whatever. It's still there. Which, this may not make sense and I may just be overthinking it, but I think something's screwed up because there should be no credits in there. If they refunded me $27, it was literally like the same exact amount. The credits and what was refunded to me was the same exact amount. So I think I accidentally, I wouldn't say scammed, but I accidentally got $27 or so. And then I had emailed the person who was helping me out. Shout out to Aubrey. Really great person. This is why I don't feel bad. Again, when I say I feel bad about something, it's just a formality because I really don't feel bad about most
actually
things.
lying.
So I had emailed Aubrey earlier that day and said, hey, can that refund be made into DoorDash credits? And she said no, because the refund had already gone into my bank account. So she said, we're just going to give you $20 in DoorDash credits for this whole thing. So now I have, I actually spent some of it a day ago, but I had about $50 in DoorDash credits that I really didn't need or deserved. Deserved, that's a weird choice of words. No one deserves DoorDash credits. But I genuinely think that they just forgot to like take away my credits. So I feel like I kind of scammed them, but who knows? Maybe I'm just overthinking it.
I mean, you know what they say, don't look a gift horse in the mouth.
What?
That's
You've never heard that?
Yeah, that's a saying. I guess it's not that common, but my mom says it a lot growing up. So
would you like to explain it for the audience? Because I'm sure there's many Sophias out there.
There's many Sophias out there. I never fully understood it. I'm assuming basically if you were to stare a horse in the mouth, then it would do something to you.
Okay.
All right.
Another little story that happened to me last week. I burned my hair. This is so unrelated, but I just thought I might say it. I have extremely long hair. It's kind of like my thing.
Yeah, I think Rapunzel got jealous of her.
So I was making a quesadilla, and then I took, the pan off of there, and I turned off the oven and everything, but obviously the oven's like, the stove is still cooling down. And I just kind of turned around, and I just heard a tss, and I looked, and some of my hair was just burnt on the ends, and it was the weirdest, like, feeling. I mean, it was only a section of my hair, and it's not like any of it really fell off. I just thought it was like a weird thing because I had never seen like burnt hair.
I mean, I think you're just lucky that your hair didn't catch on fire or something.
Because especially since you have such long hair.
Yeah. I don't know. It was just like, it was literally just a portion. It was weird. It just like, But I
Also,
think
burning hair is gross. It
oh,
smells
no,
so
it smelled
bad.
it smelled
It
really
smells.
bad. It smelled really bad.
Back when I had
Uh,
longer hair, I accidentally dipped it into a candle, and I mean,
I don't believe that was an accident for 1 minute. I feel like you were trying to do something.
All right. Granted, I have shorter hair now, so that never happens, and like, good because I like candles a lot. But
I don't know if you guys were those kinds of kids, but my cousins were those kinds of kids where they would just hold their palm like really close to the inside of a candle to see if it would burn them. And they were like those stubborn kids where it's like, it doesn't hurt. I don't feel anything. And then in reality, when they like lift their hand, there's like this 2nd-degree burn just in the middle of their hands. Which I mean, I'm sure I did.
Like,
I used to
was
dip my fingers in wax, like hot wax.
I liked how it like set and it looked cool. Like, you know, that was just me. I thought it looked cool.
I think this just goes to show that we all had very odd parenting experiences.
Oh, very much.
Well, that wasn't a parenting experience. I just did it myself.
I love you.
So to move on from harming ourselves as children,
That's to put it bluntly, I guess.
we're gonna do a little update, Sophia and I, because Crystalline could be further disinterested from this. But a little update on WandaVision. Sophia, have you watched it? Oh, you haven't? Okay, let me just say that was crazy, but also I kind of cried. And if some of y'all are just Marvel stans, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. So that's our little update. Probably we'll just be given little updates if we both watch it. I also saw an insane leak. It's a 4chan leak, so that doesn't really give a lot of credit, but sometimes it does, because Rise of Skywalker, that leak was out there forever and everyone denied it because it was so horrendously stupid. And then it ended up being true, and then all of us were just there looking like clowns. So
yeah. Wait, what week was it?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, what was it about? I wasn't into Star Wars when it came out.
No, I mean, like, it was literally the entire movie. Someone had leaked the entire movie, and we all just didn't believe it, and then it ended up being true when the premiere happened.
Well, we're not. Rise of Skywalker is a topic for another day, because that's another story for another day.
Yeah. Yeah, that movie's trash. The whole not prequel, I meant sequel.
The prequel trilogy is actual art.
So, the prequel trilogy is like garbage, but good garbage.
Like Evangeline level good garbage.
Thanks. So let's move on to something that's maybe a little more interesting. Crystalline and I have kind of talked about it. I think it's so stupid.
Let me just preface. I have no idea what this is about. I don't know people. Like, I've heard it in passing, but I have no idea like what's up.
Well, this is where it's really gonna get into, like, we're talking about everything. We talked about scamming DoorDash, burning my hair, WandaVision. Now we're gonna go on to the stupid Olivia Rodrigo, Joshua Bassett, and Sabrina Carpenter drama, which is the new age Disney drama. I'm sure if you're listening to this, you've heard about it.
It's everywhere. It's all over TikTok, especially. So
I mean, like, I've seen memes about it.
Yeah, but that's how popular it's getting.
Let me just state my opinion on it. It's a PR stunt, and anyone who doesn't think that is actually an idiot. So,
okay, well, so should I explain it for those?
How about our resident?
Okay,
so, drama person.
If you guys are living under a rock, and you need me to remind you that Disney Plus is now a new streaming service that came out fairly recently. One of the first original shows that they produced on there was High School Musical, the series. And you don't really need to watch it to understand, but the two leading stars were Olivia Rodrigo and Joshua Bassett. And none of this has been confirmed or denied, but supposedly they became a couple while they were filming, and they they didn't do anything together, and they like broke up because she's 17 and he is like 20 or something, right? I think, right? He's 20.
Yeah, that's
and so they broke up, which I mean is probably a smart move because not only is that illegal, but they're also celebrities. So if something were to have happened and it got found out, they would be screwed. So fast forward, there are these claims, like these TikToks and photos coming out of Joshua Bassett spending time with Sabrina Carpenter, who is another Disney Channel star who is closer to his age. She's 21. And that just led a bunch of people to kind of start theorizing about the relationship between the three of them. And then Olivia Rodrigo released this song called Driver's License, which is pretty clearly aimed at Joshua Bassett. And it just talks about her feelings towards him. And funny enough, I don't know if you know this, Evangeline, but one of the main reasons also a lot of people say that the song is about him is because Josh actually taught Olivia how to drive. And I mean, I just think I believe this at this point. I don't know. It's just gotten so intense. And not only did Olivia come out with a song, but then after that, Josh came out with a song called Lie, Lie, Lie. And the whole song is about a friend who basically backstabbed him and was lying to him. And then Sabrina, Miss Carpenter, decided very recently to come out with her own song, which is basically in response to Olivia's. And it's called Skin, and it's basically about people trying to get under her skin. And it sucks for them because she's happy and she has everything that she wants. There's so many references in the songs to all of the individual stars. Personally, I thought it was a PR stunt. I still kind of do. But at this point, Sabrina Carpenter is getting a lot of negative backlash for her song that came out because people are saying it's really petty. So if it is a whole PR stunt just to boost their songs and like their popularity on the charts and stuff, Sabrina's like PR team did her dirty because she's receiving so much hate on the internet right now over her song because she's basically attacking a 17-year-old girl.
And that's never a good look.
It's just, I don't like, it's so incredibly stupid. Like first off, just everyone on their phone, everyone and their mom cares about a 17-year-old girl whining about how like, oh, I couldn't get with this 20-year-old. And then the 20-year-old makes this insane, it's a borderline a diss track. It's a borderline diss track against said 17-year-old girl.
We should clarify that allegedly none of this song that Joshua Bassett made was created and inspired a long time ago. That's what he supposedly says, but a lot of people don't believe him, but we'll just say that he put it out there that it was created long before this.
Yeah. And then 21-year-old Sabrina Carpenter gets in the mix and is like and just makes a petty song. It's all it, and honestly in some ways I respect it because there's a grind there and they are capitalizing on every straight teenage girl's fantasy who watch Disney. They're capitalizing on it. And it's so smart, yet so ridiculously dumb. It's just a reality. It's really just a reality show in lyrics. It's a musical reality show.
Yes. These teams know what they're doing because, I mean, bad publicity is, in the end, it's still good publicity because you're talking about them and they're making money off of that. So, I mean, in reality, if it is a whole PR plot, it's genius.
It's just the songs are released so close to each other that it's just weird.
Well, Sabrina Carpenter's is the one that's the most weird because she literally teased a song and released it a week later. Yeah. And it's so clearly targeting Olivia Rodrigo because the lyric in her song, in Olivia's song, is you're probably with that blonde girl who always made me doubt. And then in Sabrina's song, she literally has a line in there, maybe you didn't mean it, and maybe blonde was the only rhyme. And it's like, that's just a clear reference to each other. They're just calling each other out.
Yeah, because they had to tie it all together.
Maybe this makes me a bad person. Maybe this makes me weird. But I am living for the tea between these 3 Disney stars in real life. Like, honestly,
see, it's working.
It is. Honestly,
exactly.
People, like, I don't know if anyone else is out there, but I like drama. Like, I like listening, and I like knowing, like, drama channels. I follow them a lot and stuff like that. So if I was actually, like, into this, or, like, I knew this, I would be all over.
I mean,
and you know, High School Musical, the series, season 2, they're filming right now. So I wonder if it's awkward. Because a lot of people have theorized, because if it is a PR plot, then they probably all have good feelings towards each other.
Some behind the set scene is going to get leaked where, like,
I mean, like, none of them have addressed any of it. They haven't addressed anything about it.
Yeah, because they don't want to break the mirage of it.
Yeah. The mirage. If Disney's behind this whole thing too, because, like, even though there are Disney stars and they've all been hired by Disney in the past, that doesn't necessarily mean that Disney's the one behind it, because this seems a little bit...
Okay, actually, you know what, that interests me. What are their record labels? So Olivia Rodrigo.
Yeah.
Record label.
What if they're all under the same video record label?
Okay, she's under Interscope and Geffen Records. I don't know. Joshua Bassett record label. Well, he's under Warner, so that's weird.
Why is it weird?
Oh, because that's, like, different. Well, I mean, they're probably all under the same thing. Because Sony has, like, tons of different record labels under their thing. Record label. Hollywood Records. Okay, so who is Hollywood Records owned by? Okay, so Hollywood Records is owned by Disney Music Group. So Sabrina is still under Disney.
A Disney label. Okay.
Yes.
You know what? No, that's so shady, because Disney has to be behind it at this point, because there's no way, if this wasn't a publicity stunt on Disney's part, they would never have let her release that song to the public.
No. Okay.
They never would have. This is totally a publicity stunt. And you know what? I don't even care, because it's so... drama is just so entertaining to the public now. That's why, like, canceling, like, even though Sabrina Carpenter hasn't been canceled, that's why it's so common, because before her song came out, everyone online was saying, oh, well, you know, we should just leave Sabrina out of Josh and Olivia's drama. Like, none of that is her fault. She was just a girl who got involved, but she didn't, she wasn't the problem. We can't blame her. But now that her song has come out, everyone's talking about her and, like, oh, how could she do this? Like, we trusted her. We stuck up for her. It's like everyone's so quick to turn, when in reality, this is probably all fake and none of it matters.
This sounds so petty. Like, if I gotta be honest. I mean, this sounds like high school drama.
That's lit.
To be honest, most drama is basically high school drama, but
yeah, like, it just comes from, like, high school kind of behavior.
Mm-hmm. And it feeds into that kind of, like, cliche of high school having a hierarchy and stuff like that. Like, it just feeds into that.
This is literally, okay, not to call any of them out, because at this point I'm pretty convinced that it's a publicity stunt, but this is literally like the real life version of Mean Girls, where, like, Joshua Bassett is, like, Aaron Samuels, Olivia Rodrigo is Katie Heron, and then Sabrina Carpenter is, like, Regina George. Like, and I know, Evangeline, like, you have not fully watched that movie, but...
What? No, I have.
Wait, which one of you? I know. Yes, I haven't watched it. My mistake. It is
okay.
Sophia.
I was like...
Which is also really rude and disrespectful to, like, the film industry, but, whatever, that's fine.
I haven't watched most, like, classic or, like, iconic films.
Me
so
best. You have to watch it. It's so iconic. The
I
quotes
will.
in
I
there.
will in a bit. I want to watch. I'm in the process of watching John Wick right now, and then after John Wick,
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch Wes Anderson movies, and then I'll get on to Mean Girls.
All right, got you. Solid plan.
Speaking of interest, because I do want to move on from this drama topic, Sophia, you've been getting into some crochet lately.
I've been a grandma.
Yeah.
I've been getting into grandma crafts basically.
So Sophia
so-
has been turning into the old grandma of the group, and I've always been the old man. So it's all coming together.
We're all just my grandma used to crochet when she lived, and she taught me a little bit. My grandma's not here with us anymore. Rest in peace, her soul. But I recently I was so bored. I was like, hey, I want to crochet because I keep seeing people like crocheting and stuff like that. And I was like, I know how to do that. I should pick it back up again. So I did, and the first thing I ever crocheted was an Appa plushie I made for my best friend. I'm gonna send it to her in soon, but yeah. And then I saw, apparently back in July, everyone was making the Harry Styles cardigan. That J.W. Anderson made, and I have no idea. Like I don't really listen to Harry Styles. I like a couple of his, but I'm not like an avid fan. And I was like, yeah, I like that. I like that cardigan. I want to make it. But I didn't like the colors, so I made a black, white, and gray. And funny story actually. Last night, I was putting the patches together, and I was like, the sleeves are a little bit small on me. I thought that it was just like, oh, it's because I haven't attached it, and I thought more patches were gonna be attached. No, I am like 20 patches short. I don't know how I miscalculated it that badly.
Yeah, that's
I never listen, dude. I have to retake my block of math twice.
Okay,
so I'm not good at math. But
I mean, I did too.
It's an easy fix. I just need to get more yarn to make more patches, and it's just I have to attach 2 patches to every panel, or like 2 more rows of patches to every panel. So it's gonna be an easy fix. So I'm not too worried about it. And then I made bees. I made little crochet bees.
Those are the cutest things.
I know. I named my first bee. I have a little yellow one that I made. I named it Bernard Reginald Posca II after my OC. I have an OC that's his full name. And I named it after him.
Yeah.
And then what else did I make? Oh, I made a little dream after like the Minecraft YouTuber, his little like wonky little white marshmallow mascot. I made a little thing. And then my next project, I'm gonna make my mom a blanket. And you guys probably know Jay Schlatt. I love him. He's like one of my favorite, I gotta be honest. Anyways, he did a plushie collection with U2s like last year or something like that. They sold out within 10 minutes, and I was so upset. So I'm gonna make my own.
Do it.
I'm gonna get fluffy yarn from Michael's, and I'm just gonna make a replica basically, but out of yarn. And I'm so excited to do it because honestly, like I want a big plushie like to make. So yeah. I have knitting needles also. I just haven't had the chance to actually relearn knitting. But yeah, I've been getting into grandma crafts. Fun. It's really fun actually.
Wow. I can oh, sorry, not to interrupt you.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say I have back pain from it though.
Now you're really turning
right
into
on brand.
Yes, scoliosis, baby.
I don't know why, but I just like one time actually. Oh no, it's a Girl Scout memory.
Fun.
More like childhood trauma.
In my first troop, we did like this crochet thing, and I just couldn't do it. Like I'm sure I could if I really like tried, but I didn't want to try because I wasn't interested in it. And even like when I was just like, because we had to we had to do it, quote unquote. And it was bad. It was just really horrible. I don't know why. It's just so boring. It's so repetitive. Not to just bash your entire hobby, but for me, it's not it. I don't know why, but sewing, knitting, crocheting, can't do it.
I find joy in doing repetitive things though. Like
I find joy.
I
sorting
don't know.
stuff. I love sorting stuff. I don't know what in my little rice-sized brain.
I agree with you.
I was gonna say used to. I still do, but I make candy sometimes. Which if you don't know what candy is, it's basically back in like early 2000s, around that time when raves were up and popping and we weren't living in a pandemic. People would make little beaded bracelets and stuff like that to trade with other people, and sometimes they would make cuffs and these huge elaborate projects. That's what candy is basically. Where was I going with this? Oh, I would get big packs of value beads and I would just sort the colors and I would find so much joy in just sorting colors. It's just, I don't know what in my brain. You know, I actually know what it is. My life is a mess. Therefore, if I organize something and make something neat, then I convince myself that my life isn't a mess.
But you have control.
I have control, exactly.
Like when I was little, I used to go over to my cousin's houses, and even though my place isn't an actual pigsty, like it's disgusting, when I would go over to my cousin's houses, I would just see messes or like tangled wires, and without even asking, I would literally just start fixing it. Like I would like untangle wires or like reorganize boxes, and it's like they were like, "You don't have to do that," and it's like I literally can't help it. Like I feel compelled to do it.
In elementary school, we had like a bucket of jump ropes that we would bring out for recess.
Yes.
And they would always be tangled and stuff like that. And like the yard duties would be like, someone needs to untangle these. And I'm like, me, I can untangle them. And I would untangle all of them within like 5 minutes. Organizing stuff. But ask me to organize my desk, I will strangle someone. I hate organizing my desk.
I don't know. I feel like I do like repetitive tasks, but when I was little, I used to do like mindless repetitive tasks. Like I used to be obsessed with like rainbow looming. Well, actually, to be honest, I did capitalize on that and did get money from people to make stuff.
I love that we have like entrepreneur.
Listen, this is a very big side note. I low-key held a black market in my elementary school.
For what?
Rainbow looms. Like I low-key held a black market on those. No. I held a monopoly.
We love a little businesswoman over here.
Capitalism.
Call
me Mr. Monopoly.
I can't do like mindless repetitive tasks. Like I'll do like Sudoku. Like I'll go ham on that because it actually like makes me
little
think.
Grandpa.
Yeah, like I have to do things that like make my brain like
make you think.
Because I feel like after a while,
hog the brain cell 24/7 because I have not had brain cell in forever.
Like I think because I get like really obsessed about things if I find something like Sudoku. Like there was a period where that was just like it was all I was doing. And there was also a thing when I was little that like we did these like knitting things. I don't even know if knitting is the right word, but you get like a toilet paper and then you put like a certain number of popsicle sticks and like duct tape it around. And then you would start like it was almost looming. It was basically looming.
I would say weaving.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I think it reminded me of a rainbow loom though, so that's why I did it so often. But I stopped doing it because like it started serving like no purpose to me, so I had to go find something that actually was purposeful. So yeah. You know, we could actually do like an entire episode on personality types because that goes into it and I'm always very interested in those.
Yeah.
By the way,
like the person who's like, oh, sorry, it's just like an NDWCFW 0.567 thing.
Okay, I don't know about that. I don't know.
I
interesting.
Okay, I just want to say
like she once went off for like 2 hours in text about like about like percentages and like statistics or whatever, and I was like, that's interesting, but Jesus Christ.
Do you guys have people in your lives that think like that though? Like, I don't know about you, but I have people in my family where it's like, if I start telling them a story, like I could literally just be like, oh yeah, I bombed a test, I did really poorly on it, and I'm worried that I'm gonna fail the class. They'll literally just tell me, oh, it's because you're a Scorpio, and all this.
That annoys me. That annoys me.
Well, I
That's
have
not even
never met
based
anyone
in
like
logic,
that.
by the way. Personality types are, because that's actually like a studied thing, and each thing is like your cognitive function, which I still need to learn more about. But by the way, a reason why I found it interesting was because I'm an INTJ, and there's barely anyone who is an INTJ. Not like barely anyone. It's not like 5 people in the entire world. I'm not that special. None of us are special, actually. But
We're all gonna die. We're not special.
but like there's a very small percentage of people in the world that do fall in that personality type. So that's why I got interested in it, because I was like, why do like not a lot of people fall under that personality type? So that was just something interesting to me, but I don't want to talk about it for the entire episode. So yeah.
When we do eventually I want to talk about personality, like the personality database.
Yeah.
Because I don't what personality Evangeline, what personality type am
Oh my gosh, I forgot. It's an
You-
IN
introverted?
it's an INFP, I think.
Yeah.
I thought
Anyway,
me and
INFP.
Sophia were the same one.
What,
Hold up.
Crystalline?
I thought me and Sophia were the same one.
Yeah, you guys say
Yeah,
that you
we
were.
were.
Okay.
We were the same one.
I retook the test. I'm still the same thing. I want to remember, because I remember I had the same personality. Here we go. Hold up.
I have the same personality types as a lot of serial killers, so that's not a great
I
thing for
got
me.
Peter
but-
Parker at least 4 times in my database, so I'm like, okay, so you're really telling me I'm a Peter Parker Kinney, like, get over this. I also I believe I share a personality type with Yondev, and I hate that so much. I hate it so much. Also, Timothy Chalamet. I share a personality type with him.
Oh, the snail.
Yeah, snail boy.
Actually, well, since you mentioned Yandere Dev, do we want to talk about video games? We don't play that, by the way. I don't play that.
Wait,
think I
Yandere Simulator? Or
Yeah, I
Hold
don't.
on, no,
I never played
I haven't
Yandere
played it in
Simulator.
years, but honestly, I almost got in trouble during middle school because I was playing it outside of my math classroom, like on my laptop, and the teacher saw it, and I might have been like taking a panty shot in the game. And
Okay, I'm sorry, this is really off topic. I'm going through my screenshots of the personality database, and I have the same personality type as Robert Pattinson. And if you guys don't know, I am the #1 simp for Robert Pattinson. He is so fun, and I
You
share a
should.
personality type, and I'm taking that to my grave. Anyways, I never played Yandere Simulator. The only reason I know that is because like I watched like Markiplier,
Can you
PewDiePie,
repeat that? You cut out bad.
Did I?
Yeah.
I'm talking really fast, so maybe that's why. I never played Yandere Simulator. Like, the only real reason I know that it exists is because of the YouTubers I watched.
Same.
Yeah, so, like, and then I, like, read into, like, all of the stuff that Yandere Dev did, and I'm like, that's not good, and it's a good thing I never gave him my money. Even though Yandere Simulator is free.
for now.
For now, but he's not gonna finish the game, okay? It took him, like, 6 years to finish the boss, so alright. But, we're all pretty gamers, I would say. Or, like, we enjoy video games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all also kind of like play different types of
Yeah.
games.
Yeah, we're all on different platforms and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually very true. In fact, we each all have our own console that the rest of us don't have.
I'm primarily Switch. I love my Switch so much. I've had it for, like, 3
How long? Oh, Sophia, you are cutting out.
Hold
Now
on.
it's
You might wanna
reversed.
lean
It's
back from
gone
your
You
to
gave it
you.
to me.
Yeah.
I hate this. You gave it to me.
You might just want to push the mic away from you a little bit.
Is this good? Am I good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. I've had my Switch for 3 years. and I love my Switch a lot. His name's Samuel.
I love that.
Switch. His name is Samuel, and I love him so much. He has orange and purple Joy-Con.
I've always had. Now this is about to sound really weird for some of y'all, but I don't remember a time where like gaming was not in my life because my brother always had a Game Boy. He had like an original Game Boy.
Yes.
And I'd always watch him play Pokemon on it. And then when I go over to my grandpa's house, he always had like the latest, greatest. He doesn't have the PS5 right now because he thinks it's like a scam or something. But he always had the latest and greatest gaming console. So I would always play that over there. My aunt had a computer and we would always play like stupid games on there. And I just always had a family computer. My brother got me my first DSi with the internet. That's
yes.
You guys were the bougie kind, okay?
We'll touch on that later, though.
Yeah, we're gonna touch on that in a little bit.
And I've always had, and then I got like my own laptop, which I couldn't really play a lot of games. But I don't. Okay, if we could ever get a bigger audience and someone if someone else played this game called Flat Out, it's one of the best driving games I've ever played. I've ever experienced. The music, that's probably why I had an emo phase. It's so good. It's so good. I think it's Flat Out 3. That's the best. There was like a fourth one and it had like zombies and it was stupid and it didn't run well like at all, but Flat Out 3, chef's kiss. And then finally a few years ago, I got a PS4 from my grandpa. So I've been playing that. And I also got a new gaming laptop about like a year and a half ago or something like that. So, it's just always been there. It's been progressing. So now I spend my time between like gaming laptop and PS4, which I really want a PS5, which is, which I need some money to do that. Yeah. So
I would personally love a more powerful laptop because my laptop's kind of crap. Yeah. I've had it since forever for like, okay.
Yeah.
5 years, it's at the end of it. And I want to play Danganronpa in Detroit, and I just,
Yeah. My computer, actually, I'm the only one here who's ever built their own computer. And unfortunately, my graphics card, which for those of you like non-computer folk out there who don't know what that is, it's basically the part inside of your computer that allows you to run games with high settings and like high frames per second, so like speedy, beautiful looking games. My card broke. It busted. It is no longer working. And your girl has been playing Minecraft at a solid 20 FPS since that unfortunate.
She can run Google Docs at 6 FPS.
Yes. But I didn't start gaming on the computer. I don't know about you guys. My first experience with video games was actually like the Leapfrog, like the home console.
Oh my gosh, I remember that too.
And it had like a weird stylus where you had to like press the buttons on the side. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I can't. Sorry to interrupt you, but I can't believe I forgot to say the Wii. I've always had a Wii.
Yes,
I've always had a Wii, and my brother had a
Wii
GameCube too.
Let me clarify. If you out there, any of you at home, have never once played Wii Sports, like someone somewhere in your life owned a copy of Wii Sports. If you've never played it, then you have not lived. Like you have not childhood.
If you have not screamed at the TV while playing tennis like you're an actual like at Wimbledon, you have not lived.
Exactly. Okay. I've been a Nintendo gamer my entire life.
Me too.
Like, first thing, DS. I had a DS. I like my cousins and stuff had Game Boys and stuff like that. But like when the DS came out, my dad got one, loved it. I actually went through 2 DSs because I accidentally broke my first one. Another story. And I still have my DS. It still works and stuff like that. So I'm really glad. But I lost all my games, so I really want to play Cooking Mama again, but I can't find my game case.
I remember that.
Cooking Mama is so good. I miss Cooking Mama. And then I got a Wii when I was in 3rd grade. I think it was when I was in 3rd grade. And I loved my Wii. I played Super Mario Galaxy. I played Wii. I played what else did I play?
No, for real.
I had like this littlest pet shop game that
I
I loved.
remember that. I know
Yes.
exactly what you're talking about.
They had different
Let me
kinds.
educate you. Back when Blockbuster was a thing, that was the Wii game that I would constantly or rent from Blockbuster. I would keep it for literally weeks on end. And it was amazing. Like I don't know why, but I was
It was like
obsessed with that game.
I don't remember if you were a butterfly or something, but you moved into a new town.
Yes.
And you were setting up like a birthday. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, it was amazing. Like I mean, okay, I'm gonna be real. That I can tell a million stories about random games that I rented from Blockbuster for the Wii. Because the Wii, other than like Leapfrog, and I even had this one which is from Leapfrog, but it was like a different system called like the Click Start. Like other than those, which I actually got from my dad's very shady best friend who was obviously a drug dealer. But I don't care because he gave me free games. I got a Wii from them. That was my first console. And I used to order so many games from Blockbuster. And I used to play it was this really weird one. It was like Elabits. I don't know if any of you guys have heard of it, but it was basically it used to freak me out because you were like a kid trapped in a dark bedroom, like using a flashlight to find these little alien critters that would just crawl inside of your room. And my mom was like, "Oh, it was so cute. It was so much fun. You would love it." Like when I played it, I remember crying because I was petrified.
But yeah, and then after I got my Wii, I took like I don't know what happened. I took a fat break from gaming. I didn't really play any video games. And then 3 years ago, I got my Switch, and then ever since Switch player, love my Switch so much. I mean like I just have like a bunch of games. Okay, let me just say this. I'm gonna confess this. I'm really bad at finishing games. I'm really bad at it. Like the only games I think I have finished is Breath of the Wild, Super Mario Odyssey.
I've never finished Super Mario Galaxy.
Me
And
either. I have the bundle, the All Stars bundle, so I can okay.
Yeah, so do
I
I.
played the second one, not the first one.
Yeah.
So I can finally play the first one. And right now I'm trying to finish Hollow Knight, which Hollow Knight is so good. I love it. Not to flex, but I'm a little bit of a I'm doing the Debbie Ryan thing if you
Yeah, you are. And no.
I like tell everyone go play Hollow Knight because it's such a good indie game. And then recently someone was like, I'm playing Hollow Knight. Have you ever heard of Hollow Knight, Sophia? And I'm like, I was the one who told you about Hollow Knight. Okay.
Wow.
They know who I'm talking about, but I'm not gonna name it for legal reasons.
You guys can't see, but Evangeline pulled out her old DSi.
No, I did.
I
did.
Evangeline has this whole case. Hold up, let me find where my D.
There's a sticker on it. Wait, what's the sticker?
It's
My
a
DS is
3D
in my
dolphin
desk
sticker.
drawer. It's in my desk drawer. I
Is
lost
that
my key for it.
Is that a DS or like a DS Lite?
This is a DS. Yeah, this is a DS
that's-
Lite.
Oh my gosh, Evangeline, that is a picture. Wait, hang on. I have mine. Hold on.
Oh, I forgot. I cracked the screen on the.
So, I think I sold a lot of my games to GameStop because a lot of them were like Sweet Life of Zach and Cody and like Hannah Montana and Barbie. But here's the games I have on my DSi. I have Tic-Tac-Toe, Brain Age Express, 101 Dolphin Pets, Ferrari GT. I feel like everyone had Flipnote Studio, Jelly Car, Mario vs. Donkey Kong, Paper Airplane Chase, Zelda 4 Swords Anniversary Edition.
You had 4 swords. You were lucky. You know what kind of games I had? I had all like the girly games, okay? The ones that were like obviously like targeting like little.
Your robot. Jeez, are we just never gonna have any luck with audio?
You sucked away my perfect audio and you just gave it to yourself.
Is your port plugged in?
Yes, it is. While we're waiting for Kristlyn to get her DS, I have a wonky USB port, so I got a USB hub, and I don't know what's up with my USB. I don't know.
I still have
I found a game. Hold up, what is
for
this?
Nintendogs and Batman Lego. So
Okay, I
I
found
found Sonic Chronicles. I used to play the Sonic game. I don't know if anyone's heard of it. It's called Sonic Chronicles: The Dark Brotherhood. It was an RPG Sonic
heard of
game. And it includes Sonic had a brother who was really emo. And it was like an RPG, but the thing is I couldn't get past the boss. What else do I got in here?
I found my DSs. Okay, so
I found a little pet shop.
Yes.
I had a purple one.
Remember that movie Hop with the sentient rabbit?
I don't think so, no.
No.
Oh wait, Hop. Yes, I do remember it.
Oh, I think you just said op, and I was like, what?
Hop, yeah.
No, wait, okay, Sophia, not to interrupt you, but I pulled out my DSIs because my DSi XLs, actually, not to flex or anything. I have 2 because my mom and dad are not together, which is not a big deal. It's been that way most of my life. I told my dad and my grandma, so my mother's mom, I told both of them one Christmas that I wanted a DS. I didn't think that they would both get me one, let alone the exact same one. So they both got me the DSi XL Super Mario Brothers 25th Anniversary Edition ones. And after I got them, I have a little brother. And my mom, she was like, well, Crystal, and since you got 2, maybe you should give one of them to your brother. What could go wrong? Long story short, he jammed a Pop-Tart into the cartridge slot, so that no longer works. And then mine... I was about to
say, hand one over, buddy.
Mine works, except for the mic. The mic part on it blew out, so I kind of use both now, because I took my brother's, the one where the cartridge slot doesn't work, and I have a bunch of games on it through my SD card, which is completely legal, I assure you.
It works. I thought it wasn't going to work. Because the little pet shop didn't work.
I have to get a new charger for mine. I can literally only in a car.
Yeah, my chargers are broken too. The other game, or the other one that I have, because my grandma got these for all of my cousins. Like, when they would come out with a new one, she got one for every single one of us. And then she got me the 3DS. Like, this is the pink one.
That one made me sick.
It's seen better days. Like, the 3D Switch is actually broken. It's permanently switched on, which is kind of why I don't play it, because it really hurts my eyes.
Yeah.
I wanted a 3DS so badly, but I already had this one, so
and like, I don't know about you guys, but I just have so many like really good childhood memories of me and my cousins being circled around like a family party or something with our DSs and playing Mario Kart over like DS download play. Like
I was in chapter 4. Hold up, what?
Like, if I actually can I pull it up? Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see that now. It's too bright.
Yeah.
But that screen where it's just like looking for software available to download, and it's got like the picto. There's so many things about the DS, honestly. Like, now that I'm looking at it, is so memorable. Like the Picto chat channels. I don't know if you guys ever used them, but me and my cousins use them all the time. There's so many good memories, like looking back at my DS.
Do it.
Honestly, Nintendo was my main gaming experience because, funny enough, where I ended up playing video games mostly and definitely spending the most of my money is on my Xbox 360. I have an Xbox One, but I got into gaming through the 360. And I bought, like most of us kind of out in the world at this age, got into games through Minecraft, especially. Mm-hmm. Like, everyone was playing Minecraft. It was such a huge trend when we were growing up, so everyone pretty much had a copy of it. And I got into gaming that way. I got into some random titles that you guys have never heard of, which breaks my heart because they were so special to me. Like, this game, anyone out there want to Google it, Dungeon Defenders, that was a huge part of my childhood. I spent hours playing that game. It was so much fun. Or Cloudberry Kingdom, which is a platformer that not a lot of people know about. Oh, it's so much fun. Man.
Yeah, I think like the games I remember playing were always like the Mario games. You know, and then Call of Duty, that was always whenever I went
Yes.
to my grandpa's house, that was like the thing. That was a very intense gamer moment. Um, I you know what? I can connect anything to Marvel, but I absolutely loved Ultimate Alliance 2. And it was literally just Civil War, but in a video game. And it was so great because you could play almost like any superhero that you wanted. Like, it wasn't just Captain America and Iron Man. It wasn't just Hulk, or it wasn't just Black Widow. Actually, I don't even know if Black Widow was even in the game. But you got to like choose your side, and it was so amazing. I think I still have it. I think I still have it. But I would play that again because it's so fun. I would go crazy as Jean Grey. I would
Like,
go bonkers.
is there a game for you guys that you would like give anything to like play it again for the first time?
Cooking Mama. I want Cooking Mama. I hate. Okay, so they released the Cooking Mama on the Switch, right? But apparently there was this whole conspiracy that it was there to mine Bitcoin or something like that.
Oh, okay, got you.
No, it like got pulled off the shops and everything. It was crazy, and I have no idea why. And I miss it because I wanted to cook so badly. Whatever. I'm distracted because I'm like Sonic.
Yeah, if
game
I'm
I
being
would
honest,
genuinely
I'm using my DS right now too.
a game I would genuinely like. I want like that first experience again is probably the Uncharted series because I'm such like a sucker for
Yeah.
stories like
I am.
that.
I don't know how much either of you, because I have talked about it before to Evangeline especially, but the Telltale the company Telltale
Yes.
Games, that is still technically my favorite gaming franchise of all time, next to EA, just because I love The Sims, which is another thing that we all kind of like share in common. But the games that they produced, at least their earlier on titles, because I know when they were becoming bankrupt, they started producing very lackluster titles. But the games that they produced when I was growing up just hit so like close, not really close to home, but just like hit me in the feels like so hard. They were so emotional, and I just was connected to the characters the entire time. And I'm not going to spoil any of them, but my favorite games by them was The Walking Dead Season 1 and The Wolf Among Us. Those were amazing games with awesome storylines, and everyone should go check it out.
What disappointed? Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say I'm gonna plug Broken Age. It was a game I've talked about this a little bit, so you guys like between our calls, you guys talked about us. Broken Age is a point and click storytelling. 2000. I am cutting out. I hate this so much.
Start over. Broken Age
is a point and click storytelling game that came out in 2014. And the only like person I know that's ever played it was Stampy. And I'm just saying, you guys are sleeping on Broken Age. It is such a good game. I don't want to spoil anything.
You know what? You have convinced me. I will watch it.
Two characters. You have Shea Volta and the other girl, I don't remember her name because I didn't like her storyline as much. But Shea lives in a spaceship and the girl lives on the ground. And I don't want to spoil anything because it's a really good game. But I just love you just have to at least watch play on it. It's so good. And the story I think it was supposed to get a sequel. I think. I'm not sure. But I don't know what happened to it because I would have loved a sequel to the game.
Honestly, I mean, like, not that we were talking about YouTubers or anything, but me and Sophia, like, Stampy Long Nose or Long Head, depending on where you found him first.
Minecraft YouTubers. Listen. My whole childhood was defined by these YouTubers.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Captain Sparkles, old school Markiplier, old school PewDiePie. That's it. And I like Minecraft YouTube has been a huge thing for me. And I miss old school Minecraft YouTube because
Yes.
okay, I have nothing against this new age of Minecraft YouTube. I truly don't. But there's something so almost like rancid because
Ew.
there's no other word to like explain it. It's just what happened because old school Minecraft, like YouTube and culture, I guess, as you would say, it was Minecraft parodies. It was stupid Let's Plays. It was mod showcases.
Yes, the mod showcases
But
especially.
now it's stan culture. It's the same person getting canceled 3 times a week.
That's
And it's
very
just, like,
true.
I know that the people like Dream, George, and whoever else in that SMP group, they put a lot of effort into that SMP. Like, I can tell. I think it's scripted, I'm not sure. But all I know is that they put a lot of effort into it. And I just feel like I know not all fans are like this, but I feel like a lot of fans are almost like not treating them as like I guess giving them the credit that they deserve. Almost because I know like a lot of fans are appreciative of it that they put so much effort into this. But there's a good amount that are just there to just, be disrespectful and go, as Stan Twitter and, everything else goes. But I don't know, because I'm not in that fandom. If these people are genuinely bad people, I have no idea. But I miss old school Minecraft YouTube. That's all.
You know what sucks though? Honestly, like going back and watching it doesn't apply to every single one of them, but I noticed for a lot of Minecraft ones, when I go back and watch them now as I'm older, I don't get that same joy. I think that just comes from like growing up and like
Yeah, definitely.
changing. But honestly, I would give anything to go back to the days when I was like 9 years old watching like I Has Cupquake and Minecraft Oasis.
Oh,
Like
same, dude.
it was just sorry. It was just such a comfort. Like it just made me feel happy when I was having like really bad days. So
Yeah, like I remember quarantine was like really getting to me one day. Like I don't remember I think it was or like last year or whatever. And I'm still subscribed to Stampy even though I don't watch his content that much.
Me too, sis.
Because I still think that I still want to support him even if I've like grown out of it, like, and he ended up on my like page, like my recommended, and I was like, oh, I wonder what he's up to. And I just like it was so nice. It was seeing an old friend, honestly. It was just he's getting married to Squishy, or he is married to Squishy, I'm not sure. He's writing a book. He's just vibing, and I'm so proud of him, or like happy, because a lot of people after they have their golden age, they just fall off and they just stop doing stuff. But Stampy's out here no matter, he's just doing stuff, and I love that for him.
Because like when he started on YouTube, he didn't even start with Minecraft. Like he started with like Halo content and stuff.
And he had a second channel where he did like short stuff like that.
Yeah, and I just like it's so nice knowing like obviously there are some out there who have kind of just fallen off the face of the planet basically. But even though like he's changed and stuff, he's still doing what makes him happy. And he was like one of those just like role models when I was younger, just like one of those like pillars of hope in a way, like not necessarily hope because I wasn't necessarily like drained of hope or anything when I was 9 years old, but he just like kind of let me hope for good things when I was older. So
like same goes for
you, along those.
I love him. Like he's just I feel like also he feels like such a person. Like I know like some YouTubers, you were like, oh, they're putting up a character. Or whatever. But with Stampy, I feel like he's a genuine human. Also, same goes for Sky Does Minecraft.
Yes.
He's like,
I don't want to interrupt you guys, but what
Yes.
time are we at?
We are at an hour 5 minutes.
Okay, yeah, we gotta end it.
Gotta wrap this up.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I gotta go.
I was just gonna say, Adam's doing his stuff. I know he's been through a lot, but he's still doing his stuff, and I really respect that. Anyways, I guess that we gotta wrap up this episode. Thank you so much for listening. If you've come this far.
Yeah,
listen to us
sorry I had to
ramble
cut
on.
it short, but I gotta go. So
we've got our schedules. Like we had to like cram this in. So
yeah, I'll probably put a disclaimer at the beginning saying audio issues happen today, just so people aren't like.
Is it Discord's like?
It's literal. I can help you guys with it. Like it's literally Discord. I promise you.
All right. Then we'll sort that out or whatever.
Crystal, did my mic sound like Sophia's? Because Sophia sounds like robotic a little bit.
Well, okay. Personally, I think the issue with Sophia's is that she's a little too close to it, but she was also cutting out.
Yeah,
I think
like it was.
There just needs to be
We'll
distance.
figure it out. We'll figure it out. Again, we're sorry. We're still figuring it out.
Yeah. Well, thanks for joining us. Thank you, Crystal, for making time to join us on this
for having me. It was a lot of fun.
Maybe you'll not see her, but hear her again. So yeah, thanks for joining us on our second episode. Have a great rest of your life.
Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on
Follow us on Twitter.
Follow us on Twitter and Tumblr.
Yes.
Share with your friend. Share, Other than that, thank you so much. We'll see you next day.
Yep, next Sunday. All right. Bye, guys.
All right.
Bye-bye.